Greetings. So it was a terrible weekend for the Moroccan people, and their ordeal and troubles are not over. Officially, more than 2,800 people died, a figure likely to exceed 3,000 in what was clearly the strongest ever earthquake to hit Morocco at the start of this past weekend. Rescue efforts are still underway, and Morocco called for four countries to send help, namely the UK, Spain, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates. The quake hit Marrakesh, and more importantly, the southwestern region, where there are vulnerable villages inhabited largely by ethnic Amazighs, known also as Berbers. The earthquake wiped out entire villages in the foothills of the Atlas Mountains. There are now emergency shelters, but probably not enough to house the vulnerables, and dozens and dozens of people continue to sleep outdoors overnight in the center of the city of Marrakesh, fearing the aftershocks. Now, clearly, the quake has ignited strong national solidarity among Moroccans, including their national football team, which has been donating blood. Now, this moment of sadness and sorrow, we send our thoughts and best wishes to those in Morocco who lost family, friends, and property. Now, the strong magnitude of the earthquake which struck Morocco during the night of from Friday to Saturday, 7 on the Richter scale, according to the National Center for Scientific and Technical Research, or the CNRST, located in Rabat, surprised many specialists because the province of Al-Hawz, which is located southwest of Marrakesh, where the epicenter is located, is not sort of at the interface of between two tectonic plates. The one where the African and the Eurasian plates tend to meet is further north along the southern shores of the Mediterranean. Now, that's a situation that's puzzling sort of some experts that we spoke with, and who say this new phenomenon could intensify quake activity in the region in the periods to come. So in some sense, the region must be prepared for some more events in the future. Its magnitude of 7, some say a little more, some say a little less, in any case, ranks the Al-Hawz earthquake among the strongest ever recorded in the Maghreb region. The deadliest remains the one in Agadir, 80 kilometers west of Al-Hawz, which caused 12,000 victims in 1960 with a force of 5.5 to 6 on a Richter scale. There was also one in El Hoceima, also in Morocco, with magnitude of 6.4, causing 700 losses. But there was also a tsunami in 1969 in Tangier and Casablanca as a result of an earthquake in Portugal. Now, earthquakes go a long time in the past. We know of the November 1st, 1755, which destroyed several towns on the Moroccan coasts between Tangier and Agadir. In 1624, Fez and Meknès were partly destroyed by seismic tremors, as was Santa Cruz, today Agadir, in 1731. All of them essentially caused by the movement of the African plate, with the northern part of which pushes towards the northeast at a speed of 4 millimeters per year in Casablanca, 6 millimeters in eastern Algeria, and 7 millimeters per year in Tunis. Like Morocco, Algeria is a seismically active Ibero-Maghrebi Mediterranean zone where two active continental plates do collide. The October 10, 1980 earthquake in the city of Al-Aznam, today Shalif, killed 5,000 people, one of the most violent in the Western Mediterranean. In May 2003, the Boumerdès earthquake caused 2,266 victims. I was there, with a magnitude of 6.8 on the Richter scale, 60 kilometers off east of Algiers. There were historical records going back to January 1365, when a quake caused a tsunami which swept the neighborhoods near the port of Algiers and recorded no less than 496 aftershocks. 1716, similar phenomenon destroyed a large part of the Medina of Algiers with 20,000 deaths. In Blida, 47 kilometers southwest of Algiers, 7,000 people were killed in the 1925 quake. Now, to the east of the Maghreb, Tunisia is also the scene of regular seismic activity, but it remains a low magnitude, on average 3.2, and is mainly located in the center and the east of the country. The largest, with a force of 6.2, dates back to 1758. But while for several years tremors have been frequent, they were so far without consequence other than cracks in dwellings and in houses, etc. Nevertheless, Tunisia remains attentive to quake activity taking place in Sicily in particular, for fear of those quakes creating tsunamis, a phenomenon that UNESCO predicts will eventually happen in the Mediterranean in the next 50 years. In 1908, Tunisia experienced a mini tsunami that impacted the coast of Anfida, which is located 100 kilometers south of Tunis, following the Messina earthquake, which is in Italy. Now, as you can see, as much as we are surprised by the intensity of the Marrakesh quake, we shouldn't be surprised that those quakes are happening, because at the end of the day, there's history, there is scientific proof that these events are happening, and so let's not be surprised. What's surprising is it's taking place in an area where there really are no two tectonic plates sort of touching each other. Thank you for listening. Tomorrow we will be covering a little more in depth what's happening in a nearby country called Libya, where a major disaster is taking place. Until then, thank you and goodbye.